Hi everyone, it's Nico from Documenting Simple Living, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy and very economical high protein granola. What you will need for this is coconut oil, honey, about 7 to 8 cups of organic oats, whatever kind of nuts that you prefer, Brazil nuts, cashews, almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts. And I also would recommend putting in some seeds, so like pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. To make this granola high protein, make sure to add in lots and lots of nuts and seeds. The first thing you want to do is add about 1 cup of coconut oil and 1 cup of honey to a cast iron Dutch oven. And put it on your stove and melt those two together until they are incorporated. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees centigrade. Then you're going to want to add in your oats cup by cup and slowly mix the honey and coconut oil over the oats so they're completely coated. I have made this granola many times, and so I can kind of eyeball it, and it doesn't matter exactly how many oats you're using. The goal is to have your oats and your nuts and seeds completely coated in honey and coconut oil. So when they go into the oven, they get nice and roasted and crispy and have a little bit of a caramelized taste. Now I decided midway through here that I actually wanted to make more granola. So I opened another bag of oats and dumped that in and then added a bit more coconut oil and honey to make sure everything was going to be completely coated. After everything's coated, you can turn off the heat and then add in your nuts and seeds. I added in mixed nuts that I had on hand as well as a bunch of seeds. Now, I had also been sort of rummaging through my pantry and shelves to see what else I could add into the granola that would be high in protein and came across this bag of ground linseed that I had. Don't remember buying it, but linseed is super high in protein, so I just dumped in about a cup of that. You can also add dried fruit or like coconut chips or other things like that, but because we're making a high protein granola, I am focusing on adding high protein ingredients like nuts and seeds. The next thing you want to do is get a baking dish and pour a thin layer of your granola into the baking dish. I am making a massive batch today, and so I'm using 3 baking dishes and I'm layering it out in those dishes, making sure that it's not too thick of a layer, because what you're going to do next is put your granola into the oven and kind of roast it. And if you have too much, it won't equally roast. So once you have your granola spread out on your baking dishes, then just put them into your oven. I usually roast the granola for about 45 minutes, and I turn the granola about every 15 minutes. So I put it into the oven, leave it for 15 minutes, and then open the door and use a wooden spoon to kind of move it around and make sure everything is getting nice and roasted. Close the door and then check back again in 15 minutes. And usually it takes about 45 minutes, so everything is completely roasted and toasty and nice. Once everything is brown and golden and crispy, you can pull it out of the oven. Then what I tend to do is use a funnel to put all of the granola into a big glass jar. And that's really it. It's so simple. You just combine all these ingredients, put it in the oven, and roast it, and then you have granola. And you know exactly what's in that granola because you've made it and you've chosen every single ingredient that goes into it. You can enjoy this granola with milk, which is how I like it, just plain and simple. I've added it to vanilla ice cream before. Once it's cooled, you could add like chocolate chips or dried fruit and have it be more of like a trail mix. So there are plenty of ways to eat this, and it's very high protein because of all the nuts and seeds, and even oats have some protein. The more I research and learn about simple living, the more I'm just shocked at how simple and easy it is to make a lot of these sorts of products at home. When you make them at home, you have that added benefit of knowing exactly what's in them and being able to control that. If you're interested in receiving regular ideas of these sorts of simple swaps that you can make, so going from store-bought to homemade, make sure to sign up for my newsletter, because every time I learn something like this, I send out an email just to share what I've learned, what works, what doesn't work. And it's sort of a nice reminder that we actually are able to figure these things out. It's not all super complex and super technical, eating simple food, using simple products, and it is really a lot simpler than it seems. So if you're interested in all that, make sure to sign up for the newsletter. The link is in the description below. I hope you enjoy making and eating this high protein granola, and I will see you in the next video.